Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, these Detroit Lions, they won over a lot of people with the way they played under Dan Campbell last year. They started 1-6. Found their stride, won 8 of their last 10 games, and nearly got into the playoffs.
And when you think back to how they almost got in, that final Sunday night going to Lambeau Field and beating the Packers, that tells you about the culture that's already been established there. All you need now is to watch this team continue to play. They're going to contend, I believe, in this season.
And meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, one era ends, another begins. This is a team that finished 8-9 last year, missed out on the playoffs at the very end. What needs to happen for the green and gold to be playoff bound once more?
Everyone's focusing on how they're starting over on the offensive side of the ball. But to me, they have an accumulation of talent on defense that needs to play like a top 10, top 5 defense in the NFL.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looking to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The return is Reed. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3 and
not
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the ball.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Again, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 48 yards rushing forward now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon, down to about the 32.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's down into the red red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Love now on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to roll a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here comes Reed. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Love now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is taken around the 12. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Goff. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Now Carlson for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Derek Barnes able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Barnes. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing again is Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 7-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Off the play fake, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
Play fake. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action. Love to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action. It's Goff. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love, they go play action now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Great coverage there all around, but they didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Love. Out to his left. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He got 29 yards that time.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's completion right there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. In motion goes the tight end. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First down, going to the air with Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. To pass, here's Jordan Love, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed. And
now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. On 1st and 10, Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, it's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Flushed out right. Escapes the defender. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He might take this all the way. Touchdown, Packers. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Carlson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the air now with Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, 44 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a proven drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Off the play fake, Love escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kirby Joseph in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Play fake. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Play action this time with Love, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Love to throw. And that is incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Rolling to his left. A check down here to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? Love, they go play action now. Flush to his right. There's the stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing. Love. Rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. They go bootleg. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Love. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Flushed out right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here's Love. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lee McNeil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd down and 10. Love now. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So out now come the Lions. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. Goff now looks to throw. This is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. The return is Reed. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Aiden Hutchinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer when it falls incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, well, then it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Probably smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On now is the Packers punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
From the gun, here's Goff.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 64 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Goff looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from...
There he goes, left side.
Down to the 10. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs.
75 yards.
And the Packers are able to add on to that lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Following the interception, Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Derek Barnes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Detroit back in possession of the football. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Off the play fake, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Here's Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Let's go tonight.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Brock Wright, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, it's Jones. Runs through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go again to Jones. Shoves him away. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
John Kaminsky on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Carlson on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Time running short here in the 4th quarter. You're down 3 scores, and I think you've got a defense here saying we just need to prevent the home run. So good, smart offensive coordinator can use that as an advantage, and that's a nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Goff now looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Quay Walker drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there, because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
Let's go. Go set.
Throwing. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard
On the double.
line.
Love looking to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aiden Hutchinson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite...
Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 50 yards! And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point try now for Patterson. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go, charge.
Love with a give to Dillon. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 2. Love with it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. Up the middle, Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.